Hi teachers, in this video we're going to talk about two organizational tips for Google Classroom. The first one that we're going to talk about is the ability to number or bullet things in Google Classroom when you are assigning classwork to students. So I'm going to give you this example, and you've noticed that I have put in numbers to help draw students' attention to the directions. So anytime that you can bullet or number things, it will help students process better through your instructions than putting them in paragraph mode. Numbers, you would obviously quickly type the numbers. However, there is a really cool extension that I like to use called Emoji Keyboard by Joy Pixels. And you can get this Emoji Keyboard by going to the Chrome Web Store and searching the Chrome Web Store for Emoji Keyboard by Joy Pixels. I happen to like this one because it's got a nice collection of emojis. And once I add this to Chrome, I will be able to see this extension in the top corner of my browser, and it's actually above where this video is. So once I have that, I can head back over to Google Classroom, and I'm actually going to take out these numbers, and in place of the numbers, I'm going to grab the emoji I happen to like to use as bullets is just this blue arrow, and I'm going to paste it in front and in place of my numbers. So now the students will see these emojis that are almost acting like bullet points to help process through directions. You can use emojis in the title of assignment, you can use them in the directions, you can use them throughout Google Classroom because they're actually text and not images. So there are lots of emojis to choose from. My only suggestion is on the organizational front, be consistent and clear. Use the same types of emojis regularly so students get used to how you are using them. The second tip that we're going to talk about is either combining smaller assignments together or separating larger assignments apart. So one thing we learned from the spring was that some of us might have found herself in a situation where we had separated out each individual thing in this assignment, and that didn't go well for us because students were needing to have watched this instructional video and then done an activity, and these things were in two different assignments, and students didn't always process our assignments in the order we wanted them to. However, on the flip side, some of us found that the opposite was true. We tried to put all these things in an assignment, and students hit the turn-in button before they had finished some of the activities. So as you are working this year, think about your class, think about what is best for your class, think about the grade level that you're teaching, and decide, do you need to take some of those smaller individual assignments and combine them together? Or do you need to take those larger assignments and pull them apart so that the different activities are in a different Google Classroom assignment? The one thing that you do want to make sure that you have attached within each assignment is you want to make sure that the instruction is with the actual practice. A lot of times, if the instruction is separate from the practice, students may not make the connection between the two. Similarly with technical directions, if you have technology directions in your assignment, you want to make sure that those are with the assignment and not in a separate location where students might have to go look for them elsewhere. So again, just be very thoughtful about the way that you're combining things together or splitting things apart. Be very thoughtful about the way that you're writing your instructions so that they're clear and easy for students to understand. We already know we have a multitude of challenges when trying to get students to read instructions in the classroom. And that is even more true when getting students to read instructions online. So think about the way that you're phrasing things, think about how you can use simple words regardless of the abilities of your students, and keep it nice and clear and concise for students to be able to follow.